1,000 pardons, but the battle reeve requires your prompt appearance at the Proxy Queen's court.
Sure.
It's you! I never thought I'd see you again. You probably don't remember me. Tyrwin. You freed me from those Telvanni slave drivers in Vardenfell. It wasn't too hard to give that idiot Lonus and his mother the slip. Not that they didn't try, but I couldn't have done it without those papers you stole. It's so good to be back on my home soil, even if I hardly recognize it. I was a slave for a very long time before Lonus was even born. But it's not the Isles themselves that have changed so much as the people. I would have never imagined seeing people from all over Tamriel walking the streets of Alinor. No, I kind of like it. Gives me hope. There's a lot of tension in the air, though. The growing pains will be long felt, I think. Turns out, all those years searching for red star shells made me a fair hand at plying the waters for bounty. And Summerset has no shortage of shores. I make a good living hunting pearls, rare shells, and the like. It's you! I never thought I'd... Turns out, all those years searching for red star shells made me a fair hand at...
Thank you for heeding my call, newcomer. I don't suppose your passage to Somerset brought you past Weston Coraldale? My father, Curteros, runs a boat in an angler fleet. They're long overdue, and while his stride tends to be a leisurely one, I've never seen the whole fleet gone for so long. I'm probably over-concerned. The weather's been fair and the wind's mild. Perhaps their fishing has been so fruitful they dare not waste their good fortune. But I'd feel better if I knew what to make of their delay. The fleet set off west. Weston Coraldale is an island engulfed by coral reefs, but you can reach it safely in that sailboat. I'd go with you, but I'm afraid I don't share my father's comfort with open water.
Well, never seen you before. Guess no one told you that this is my spot. Been my spot nearly a century. And it'll be my spot a century more, God's willing. So don't go getting any ideas. Plenty of space down the coast. So, off with you now. Huh, fancy that. I had told Hiranessa for years those sea elves would mount an invasion from Waston Coraldale. Figures they'd launch it while I was having a nap. Well, come along then. Let's send them off before they hook all the best catches. Of course. Any Royal Marine of the Queen's Navy worth their salt would. Might have traded my saber for a fishing rod, but I've still got my sea legs, and I'm still as sharp as the day I mustered. The others I sail with are civilians, though. Aye. Even if they caught a glimpse of a sea elf cutter before it reached Waston Coraldale, there's no chance a fishing boat would have outrun it. If anyone from the fleet's still alive out there, it's our duty to help them. Best we split up. Unless my creaking knees give me away, I ought to be able to handle some scouting while you're searching for survivors. We'll rendezvous with the old lover's tree near the reef on the eastern shore. My friends will know the one.
Sacred Ascendants, take me home. I thought you were a sea elf. One moment I was just dipping my toes in the shallows having a pleasant day. The next there's a murderous corsair or hungry reef viper around every corner. We're trapped. He's alive. At his age, I'd have thought he'd be the first to fall prey to those sea elves. Should have given the stubborn old salt more credit. I'll make my way to him. Better than waiting to die out here. Thank you.
Stranger, don't anger the salamanders. They're the only thing keeping those sea elves from wandering too close. What are you doing out here? I've never seen you before. You're sure we're talking about the same Kurtaros? The one I know is more likely to be mistaken for dead and sleep right through this whole mess.
All this crouching is damnation on my back. But I've seen everything I need to know what the enemy's up to. How fares the search? Any sign of Carterel? never do when it comes to these sea elves. They'll rob us of more than a few good souls before all is said and done here. They're digging in, placing ballistae along the shore. When the Royal Navy finally does mount an attack, they'll be taking fire from Maormer on both land and sea. It'll be a bloodbath, unless some misfortune befalls their plans. Catch my drift? I'm not suggesting we repel the whole invasion, but I do know my way around a ballista. If we turn one toward their own ships and cause enough of a stir, we can draw on a friendly patrol and catch the sea elves out of their element. I'll get into position and await your attack. Then we'll give those sea snakes a good spearing while these two make for your vessel. You do have a vessel, don't you? All right. You two go prepare the boat our friend brought. We'll provide a distraction. Trinamac's wrath be with us.
I need healing!
Hold them off while I spear that cutter. Scattering like killers! Keep on the offensive! Captain coming aboard. Boats prepped and ready.
Father! You had me so worried. What happened? Where's your boat?
None of that now, my Nevis Cup. I'll tell you all about it. But first, there's one more thing.
He washes up here after being gone for weeks, his boat nowhere in sight, and he acts like it's just another day on the sea. Was everything all right? Did he cause you any trouble? Oh, he put you up to that, didn't he? Papa always loves to embellish his journeys. Whatever the truth is, I'm just glad you brought him home safe. If all newcomers are so kind, Summerset will be fortunate to have you. He's not fooling me. I can tell something happened. Father's putting on a brave face, like he used to whenever I'd ask him about his younger days. He'd smile and deflect the question, but I could see a sadness in his eyes he couldn't hide. His secret. Oh, yes. She and Carterell have been together for years. She used to look after me when I was younger, while Father and the others were off at sea. She's a good friend. I imagine she'll be with Father and the others, waiting to see Carterell when she arrives.
Drat! Which one could he possibly be?
Seeking a sip of fine Russifeld red? Prepare for disappointment.
Please have a care with our things. We don't have much.
longer than I planned.
Headed to the famed Russefeld winery, traveler? Well then, it seems I'm not the only one who'll be disappointed today. Old Halimorian's been offed by those wood elves. Won't be any wine tastings for a while, I'd wager. Just what I heard from one of the bailiffs. Apparently, some daffy Bosmer called the Ghost of the Green did it, but no one knows for sure. The investigation's hit a snag. Something about the rule of three. Superstitious nonsense, if you ask me. Indeed. Until they find a suitable third investigator, the Juris Reeves and Revelators are left to sit on their hands. Nonsense. Why not go lend them a hand? They'll likely just tell you to go jump into the sea, but it can't hurt to ask.
An examiner's quorum needs 3 members. You both know this. And just like that, Oriel provides. Greetings, Caraval. I am Chief Juris Reeve Tarnamir of the Divine Prosecution. Or at least I was, in the long ago. I know this is unorthodox, but perhaps you'd be interested in helping us. As you can see, a murder took place here. My protégés, Lorne and Soraville, came to investigate, but I fear they may lack perspective. The particulars of this murder... Forgive me, I'm getting ahead of myself. They need fresh eyes. Yours, I believe. You would take on the duties of the Adminan, the listening eye. An auspicious role. The Adminan serves as the fulcrum, balancing competing theories. They also collect evidence, interview suspects and the like. What do you say? I thank the Divines that you've agreed to help. This murder weighs heavy on all of us. The victim, Halimorian, was not well liked. Many locals may lift a glass to his passing. But the assassin, the Ghost of the Green, that's altogether different.
So you'll be joining us. Good. Call me Lorne. No need for flowery titles. We Altmer have too many names already. I'm glad you're here. Outsiders often make the best adminins. A fresh pair of eyes will be essential here. More essential than usual. It's a long and depressing story. One I'm not keen to recount. For now, just know that whoever murdered Halimorian took great pains to make it look like the work of the Ghost of the Green. A killer that Soraville and I apprehended decades ago. The Ghost always left a signature to let us know it was him. He killed each victim with a single wood elf arrow to the heart, then laid a fern over the body. The fern is here, but the shot was sloppy, and the arrow is of high elven make. It's odd. I need to examine the body in more detail. Can you do a sweep of the vineyard? If you find anything, blow this whistle. It also might be worth questioning people in town. They'll be more forthcoming with an outsider.
I heard what you did at the guard, Traveler. Oriel, keep you safe.
Another body. Delightful.
This doesn't fit the pattern. The ghost always kills with a bow. This was spur of the moment. Unexpected. Maybe she fought back. You found something? So did I. It looks like Fariel was strangled, not stabbed. This blood must be the attacker's. A sickle. Blood on the blade. She must have used it to defend herself. Then the attacker hid it. This blood could be the key. I intend to, yes. I'm a fair hand at alchemy. You'd be surprised how useful it can be in my line of work. I've caught more killers with flasks and alembics than I have with any sword. My husband used to say Sorry. I suppose it's past time I told you. The ghost murdered 17 people before we caught him. His last victim was my husband. Soravil's wife committed suicide when she heard the news. They were having an affair, you see. It was a difficult time. It's fine, Now you see why we needed a neutral party. Enough. Let's get back on task. I'd like you to search Halimorian's villa. It's just southwest of here. He was unpopular. If we can find out why, we might be able to establish motive. Sorry, I don't mean to be checking up on you. I just think better when I walk. And the blood is still simmering in the alembic. It will be some time before I have the results. Did you find anything of use in Halimorian's villa? From what I hear, the accusations are almost certainly true. So, Halimorian was making unwanted advances. Of course. The original ghost murder spree started with a high elf farmer who took liberties with his Bosmer laborers. We never published the details of that investigation. It can't be a coincidence. This new ghost must be someone in the know. Someone close. None that I'm keen to share, not yet anyway. For now, let's go with what we know. The Wood Elves have motive. Soraville went down to the cottage east of here to look around. Meet him there, and see if you can shake anything loose. I have to think.
I assure you, Chief, it would bring me no joy to unleash our revelators on your new...
I have little time to waste.
Who are you? Are you with the Divine Prosecution? My husband warned me you might come poking round. Halimorian hated us. He abused our children and tried to drive us off. Of course the High Elves would suspect us. And our son Kellan, he... Never mind, please just go. We don't want any trouble. We just want to live here in peace. Yes, I'm sure. Look, you're free to look around. Just try to... We're simple men, we don't have much. Halimorian may have been a cruel bigot, but none of us would ever murder him for it, I swear.
Bosmer cuisine is truly revolting. I bought us as much time as I could. I hope you found something useful. A shrine? There's an old shrine to Ifre west of here, the Red Temple. But from what Tarnamir told me, people rarely visit. Filled with wild animals or some such. I only know of one entrance, a cave nearby. Follow me. We should split up. Don't want this little scamp slipping out behind us. I can handle this gap easily. You search the other hall.
No, wait! I did everything you asked! I just can't anymore! I'm not a killer! I only wanted to protect Faril!
We could have worked such terrible wonders together. Pathetic. You, though, you're perfect. Tell Lorne her past is hunting her present. Yes, tell her that.
What's happening? Am I... The ghost recruited me, said he needed me. He gave me the costume, told me to kill as he would. Halimorian hated us, was going to kill us. I know it, after what he did to Faril. Faril is dead. Oh, Divines, you've cursed me, haven't you? I only shot Halimorian, I swear it. Faril was so kind. I wanted Alamorian to pay. I thought the Ghost of the Green was a hero. I wanted people to see me that way. Never saw his face. He never said his name. I didn't need to know. I'd read the stories. I believed in him, and he saw something in me. I never... Mother... I'm sorry.
I was too slow. Damned Mer slipped right past me. Tall for a wood elf, and quick as a spooked hare. So, it really is the chief's son. Wait, what? What do you mean, another Ghost of the Green? The journal you showed me, did Kellan kill Halamorian or not? What about the wood elf girl, Fariel? Did he kill her too? Yes, show her the arrow immediately. Perhaps she can compare Kellan's blood to the blood on Fariel's sickle. At the very least, we'll be able to determine if Kellan killed Fariel. I'll be along as soon as I'm able.
You're back. And not a moment too soon. Do you have something for me? A second ghost. I suspected as much. And he killed this Kellan with that arrow? Another high elf hunting arrow, like the one that killed Halamorian. Kellan had motive. This second ghost provided the costume, the weaponry. But why? So, this isn't about Halamorian. It isn't about the Wood Elves or Altmer prejudiced. It's about me. It's always been about me. I knew it. I knew this was too convenient. I also knew the Mer who killed Fariel couldn't be this Kellan. I just finished experimenting on the blood from Fariel's sickle. It was Altmer blood. This second ghost isn't some wood elf zealot. He's a high elf like me. I moved the bodies to Tarnamir's manor. We should... Maybe we missed something. What? This place has been... What happened here? Oh no. No. Tarnamir? Tarnamir, are you here? Tarnamir? No. I can't. You found something? This is a message. Everything in this room. It's all meant to tell us something. What's that on the wall? Elevane is another name for the Healess Owl. Elevanes lay their eggs, then abandon them. We use that word to describe people who are cold-hearted or aloof. And then there's the bodies, arranged to mimic Mara's cross. This is about love, intimacy, or more likely, someone I failed to love. There's only one suspect left. A Mer with means, motive, and deep understanding of the ghost of the green. No, it can't be. The ghost of the green ruined Somerville's life, just as he ruined mine. If not for the ghost, Somerville's wife would likely still be alive. I have to know. I'm sorry for what you're about to see. Auriel, forgive me. Stand back, and I'll show you. You already saw how Kellan died. Now, we'll see the others.
What's this? A tiny ghost of the green? Ha! Run along, well, before...
What have I done?
Kellan definitely killed Halimorian. Now, Varil.
Who are you?
Somerville was observing Kellan when Varil saw him. She slashed him with her sickle before he overpowered her.
So it is you. Shame on you. The shameless lords, old Mer. Now she'll have your death on her conscience too. No, Somerville. This is you and you alone. Give my regards to my loving wife and Lorne's degenerate husband. Lorne? I know you're watching, Lorne. Now that I've broken your spirit and you've broken your vow, come to the place where my wife is buried. There, I will break your body.
I need some air. I'll be outside. How could he blame me for this? Is it not enough that I lost my husband? Damn him. His wife was buried here. This is where we'll find him. You're sticking by my side, even after I used that death memory ritual. I appreciate that, Admin. Truly. I suppose I owe you a bit of an explanation. I told you how the ghost of the green killed my husband. Somerville's wife, my husband's lover, was overcome with grief. I think she truly loved him. As soon as she heard the news, she climbed into the wash tub, opened her wrist, and died. Not for that. For what came after. Somerville wanted us to mend each other's wounds. Perhaps even fall in love and make a life together. I just couldn't. I focused on the work and pushed him away. He grew detached. Bitter. Now, I need to stop him. Come, let's put an end to this.
madmannen!
Somerville. Is he... He is. It's done then, isn't it? I knew he wouldn't come quietly. In the end, I bear the blame. A killer. Right beside me, and I didn't see it until more lives were lost. I'm glad you... I will be. The arrow struck near my collarbone. Somerville was a gifted marksman. Maybe he couldn't see as well through the mask, or it was nerves. Or maybe he didn't really want me dead after all. Just one more question I'll never have answered. One more thing, if you're willing. I'm certain that Somerville never spoke to Kellan's parents, given that this was all his scheme to begin with. They lost their son, and they don't know why. It was you that avenged him. You should tell them that. I just need a moment here alone. Ironic that this came to a head in such a holy place. Maybe I can find some absolution here. Or at least some small measure of peace. He did.
He's my son. I deserve to know what's going on.
I am sorry.
I remember you.
Prosecution is still examining his
Please,
body. We will release
you
his
have to
remains
tell me
as
what's
soon as we
going
can.
on. My son never came home. And now they tell me they won't even let me see him. What happened to my boy? If for his mercy, how could you? Why didn't you save him? Damn this place. Damn the prosecution. Here, take this thing. I found it under Kellan's bed. I never want to see it again. I never want to see you again. God's help me.
A hard thing to witness. There are rarely any happy endings in this line of work. You just have to remember that things would be much worse had you not been here. That matters.
Better Reeve can...
Mara, help me. Mara, help me find my son. An adventurer? Oh, praise you, Mara, for hearing my prayers. Please, newcomer, I'm desperate for help. My son, Arathel, has gone missing. No one will tell me what happened to him. Yes, I'm sorry. The last time I saw him, he was agitated, scared. I asked him what was wrong, but he left without a word. The guards arrived later. They said he turned himself in, that he was involved in a plot to kill our sapiarch, Icantar. No, he vanished. They say he escaped. Can you believe it? Why would he turn himself in only to escape a few hours later? They're hiding something, I know it. Please, Caraval, help me find my boy. He would never hurt anyone. I swear it. You have a perfect heart, newcomer. None of my neighbors would lift a finger to help me. The guards placed Arathel in a cell beneath the Kin Lady's manor. I'm told the Justiciar of Remand is there now, a mer named Telerion. He must know something.
This manor is closed by order of the Divine Prosecution, so I'll keep this brief. Who are you, and what do you want? Aye, Surabane's ring, will I never be rid of that hen? Look, turning away grieving mothers brings me no satisfaction, but this situation is delicate. The Divine Prosecution does not lose prisoners. Ever. Certainly not frightened children like Arathel. Not here, clearly. You really do mean to track him down, don't you? Fine. When we took Arathel into custody, he was only carrying a handful of coin, a tin flute, and some kind of crude map. Our draftsman drew up a few copies for distribution to the bailiffs. They're stacked upstairs near the hearth. You can take one if you wish, with this condition. If you find something, you will bring it to my attention, immediately.
way or else.
Queen Irene promised we'd fall in love with the sky. Ah, for that one you must go upstairs. The hooded man will have what you seek. Good luck, Walker.
I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm working. So, jog on. It didn't instruct you to do anything. That note was meant for someone else. Of course, you already know that. So, should I reach for my knife, or are we going to make nice? Huh. So, Talarian and his lackeys haven't found him either, huh? Color me surprised. I tried to help the kid, but if he didn't even find my note, he's in worse trouble than I thought. You carry yourself well. Maybe Mother can use you. Yeah, the Mother of Rats is our matriarch. She shelters us outcasts and misfits. Loves us, even. In her way. If you aim to help Arethel, she'll want to meet you first. There's an entrance to the sewers down by the docks. Just follow the rats.
Well, well. You made it. You'll forgive me if I don't stand to greet you. I have a thing about social niceties. My spies told me you were coming, but neglected to say why. You're a recent arrival to the Isle, yes? I'm intrigued. What brings you? Ah, Arethel, the reluctant idealist. Yes, I know a bit. He's a friend of ours. I heard he was in a spot of trouble, so I sent a few of my children to collect him. Unfortunately, he bumbled his way into a prison cell. That was ill-advised. We had nothing to do with it. That boy has run afoul of some very dangerous people, and they're not about to let him go. Arethel's a valuable commodity down here. He's young, impressionable, and most importantly, he has access to the Sapiarch. Well, he wasn't lying. A rival of mine, Miralon, swept Arethel away from us, lured him in with promises of adventure, convinced him that killing the Sapiarch would start a revolution. Of course, the boy got cold feet. Now they have him. No, but I know someone who does. I sent one of my children to keep an eye on Miralon's operation. A Khajiit named Zonhai. He'll know where the boy's kept. Explore the tunnels west of here. You'll find Zonhai. Or more likely, he'll find you.
This is for the greater good. Just keep saying that.
All this work will be worth it someday. I hope.
Will you at least come with me?
I want to, my love, but I still have much to do. Who's this now?
One of your friends from Mother's Den?
Zanhi does not wish to fight you, Walker. But he will... Zanhi does not wish to fight you, Walker. If you were a friend to these Black Wake thugs, you would already know. This one will tell you what he found, but you must act quickly. Miralon plucked Arathel from his cell and brought him here. He means to bend the boy's mind, I think. He claimed the caverns ahead. But the way is guarded by more Black Wake warriors, and worse. This elf is more than he seems, Walker. He is a spellweaver who consorts with Daedra. If you aim to rescue Arathel, you will have to deal with Miralon.
This is for the greater good.
Glad we finally got organized. Maybe now we'll get something done.
the new commander?
I won't kill anyone! I told you!
So the Rat Queen sends her vermin to destroy me.
Don't hurt me! Wait, you're not one of them, are you? Sorry, as soon as I saw an opening, I took off running. I didn't even see that drop. Honestly, I'm lucky to be alive. For the moment, at least. My mother is going to kill me. Oh, that's 2 mothers that will want my head. All right, I'll follow, at a distance. I've had enough excitement for one lifetime.
Easy, guardsmen. This boy's under our protection.
So, it's you. When you didn't return, I assumed you had abandoned your search. What are you doing here? Ah, the oft-used "a wizard made me do it" defense. It's an excuse I've heard before. Many, many times. Do you have proof, or is this all fanciful conjecture? It seems this Miralon played a role in a much wider conspiracy. Troubling. I will take this to my superiors. As for the boy, he can go free. For now. A word of advice. Avoid these urchins and apraxics. They're nothing but trouble.
So, you found our lost sheep. Well done. As you can see, I sent for Arathel's mother. She won't speak to me, of course, but she seems appreciative enough. Perhaps this will be a teachable moment for the both of them. One can hope, I suppose. Difficult to say. The fact that he's been fraternizing with Apraxix won't reflect well on him. But at least you proved he's not a murderer. That's something, right? You've done far more than rescue a stray high elf, Karam. Take this, and my thanks.
Take notice, sewer dwellers. I know where you are. Keep your affairs in order, or our next encounter will be far less pleasant.
Thank you so much for finding Arthel. Bless you.
Oh, I think I might want to be an adventurer.
Have a care up there on the surface, Karam. All those beautiful gardens and white stones hide a rotten core. Don't trust anyone but yourself.
You're the one who discovered vice-wreathed peladrills involvement with the veiled heretics.
That is it. I'm done with this mad forest.
Hail, mighty warrior!
Oh, put the book away, Paradon. You're sucking the fun out of this whole affair.
Hail, mighty warrior! Hail, mighty warrior!
Wouldn't it be wise?
Hurrah!
With a thud and give birth to the mud, making up this mortal sky. What the hell of a mess, but I digress. My story is about the swine. What to use in this life? Seeds called men that sprung up like fungus from the brine. Their lives may be short and lacking import, but keep an eye to their blundering. It's tempting to jest about this simple quest that still you've seen their blundering. Oh, when men bound to the doom drum sound, you'll learn what the corpse god wrought. Trinimac didn't know with his eyes just how badly he'd been caught. Mean to forebode that this little ode is a lesson you best heed.
And one for me.
Stay strong, Emil. I'll get you out of this.
Secure the prisoner in the Fighters Guild. Off you go.
I've summoned the guard.
I caught you. Just pay me the bounty. I will bring it to the appropriate parties. A little light. It'll do.
Honestly, I think she plans to do something rash. She might even attack the guards. Ugh, never.
Hail, mighty warrior!
My, you look like you could use gold. Care to take a job of mine? Quite simple, really. An academic needs an escort through this forest. She wished to meet at a camp. Given the manner of the riffraff one sees on the road these days, I cut through the forest. It's a maze in there. I was hired to defend a respectable research expedition, not to tramp through the woods in full armor. Daewin should have known better. An Ultima fights for glory, not coin. Crawling through the muck just to find some insignificant little temple? Simply outrageous. So, are we agreed? You'll take this off my hands?
Greetings, traveller. Say, have you met with another elf around here? Heavy armor, sour disposition. I hired her as an escort for my expedition, and unfortunately I cannot start without her. Hardly a surprise, given her demeanor last we spoke. Still, it's hard to get someone to agree to escort you into Ebon Stadmont. From what I heard, the forest appears to shift as you move through it. Makes it a bit tricky to navigate. Well, I found research of an ancient temple, somewhere in this very forest. I've come to study what secrets it may have, but I don't think it wise to go it alone. Say, would you be willing to escort me? I must say, I do pay well. Thank you for accepting my offer. I'm quite excited to be heading my own expedition. Usually I work under Tellinger, the artificer, but sometimes he's a bit much. It's nice to finally be able to break free from being his assistant. We're looking for inscriptions. Alert me once you see any gibberish carved into stone. Yes, this is exactly what we're looking for. Why, it's almost as if I can hear the words. Sel Ra Ang Yond. Eastern Temple? Daedra? I don't have time for distractions. Could you hold them off while I finish translating? The inscription indicates that the temple is further up. Quick, follow me. How did we get separated? I was just behind you. Well, seems the rumors are true. Ebon Stadmont truly does twist around you. Aha! Now let's see. That voice again. Para Ekne. Past pathway? Daedra again? We don't have time for this.
Hurrah! Vonisto! The past revealed.
Up the stairs! Take care of that thing before it takes care of us! Thank the stars. I think he's coming too.
Am I really an Aetherius? I didn't know they let your kind in here. We of the House of Reveries have no names, only masks. But you can call me Fletch, because I specialize in the art of the bow, see? Oh, my aching head. How did I end up here? I don't remember a thing. Eben Stadmont... I'm sorry, but I just don't remember. I must have come here with my traveling troupe, though. I wouldn't have left Relenthal without them. Someone must have ambushed me. A ferocious someone, given my state. Daedra? Mara's elbow, that doesn't sound good. Could you help me find my troop leader, Maestro Forte? I need to warn him. He should be somewhere nearby, I think.
Forte! Is that you?
Fletch! What's happened? The whole troop is looking for you.
Grand Maestro Forte? Why, I had no idea you were in Eben Stadmont.
Grand? Oh no, I'm simply Maestro Forte. Hardly worthy of the title Grand yet. It appears you've saved Fletch from the brink of death. It brings to mind the story of Temerian, who of course was saved by the Nereids of... Ah, but now is not the time for such tales. Tell me, what has happened? Daedra? I had no idea. Our watch did report some strange creatures prowling about at night, but I've heard of no other attacks. Something must be attracting them here. Did you just come from the temple? The only thing of note I discovered within the temple is a glowing stone in its main chamber. I've yet to translate the stone's inscription, but it may be attracting Daedra to it. I found a similar stone nearby. Can you help me investigate? Excellent. Why don't you and your companion head to the stone? Just follow the path north. I'll escort Fletch to our camp and make sure he's seen to. We'll meet back here afterward and share our findings.
I know this is strange, but let's get to this stone. Perhaps it can answer some questions. The House of Reveries in Eben Stadmont? Why wouldn't I have heard about that?
Lenka, fall away. Future's door.
Did you hear it too? That woman's voice. At first I thought I was imagining it. Future's door. A House of Reveries expedition I've never heard of. Grand Maestro Forte rebuffing his proper title. And the temple room where we found Fletch? It looked the same as the room we first entered, but there wasn't a cobweb or broken pew in sight. It means we ventured somewhere we never should have gone. The past. I know it seems far-fetched, but remember that stone we first activated? I thought the inscription referenced an event, but the past was a destination, not an occurrence. That's my theory, and I'd rather not explore further to find out. Affecting the past has far-reaching consequences. It makes me wonder what trouble we've already caused. But this stone's inscription indicates it should send us back to the present. I can't be sure in all honesty, but we have to try. Otherwise we'll be stuck in the past. This stone should lead us back to our natural time. All you need to do is keep that destination clearly in your mind. I'll follow right behind you.
Who's there? Lysaxis. It's you. Years and years, and I never could find you. And here you are. Back where it all began. Looking as if you haven't aged a day. My friend, what happened to you? So the stone did send you to the future after all. I had feared the worst. That day I tried to follow after you and return to our original time. But the stone's magic faded, and the doorway closed. Try as I might, I couldn't get it open. I was trapped within Eben Stadmont. For decades, I'd been studying this language and desperately searching for a way out. But my path would always lead me back here. But I did it. I finally found a way to go back, to stop this all from happening. I must stop myself from ever going back in time. I've been wasting my life within this cursed forest. The Southern Stone. That's the key to... Wait, what's that? Is that Fletch? Fletch! Ah!
I'm sorry, dear, but your role has been cut.
The temple. You must go back. Go through the temple. The Southern Stone. Bane away Tyndall. Those are the words. Stop this from happening. Take my diary. It will prove everything.
Continues. I'll see you soon.
Such an effort to escape me. I suppose I have what I need.
Well, I suppose it's curtain call. You finally figured it out. Well, and Derwin figured it out, didn't she? But hey, you put all the legwork in. And here you are, just in time to stop our leading lady from ever performing her starring role. Ah, but did you kill me? Truly? Not even an accomplished healer could bring me back? And yes, I did take part in Derwin's final scene. Or rather, I will. All a matter of perspective there, you see. But she shouldn't have tried to cut the act short. And Derwin was the leading lady of our production. It was up to her to uncover the mysteries of Ebon Stadmont, to find the true potential of its hidden power. But she found a way to escape, and in her last breath told you the way back to the start. Sadly, yes. And so my part must end as well. I put on quite the performance, though, don't you think? The poor, confused soul, the dastardly villain, the mysterious sage. But I think you have a task to do, don't you? A dying wish to fulfill? Yes, our heroine should be just outside, if I remember correctly. After so many times around, though, I tend to lose track. Well, no need to get into all of that.
There you are. How did you get inside without me seeing you? We finally made it to the temple. Oh, I just can't wait to see what secrets are inside. The temple is a trap? What do you mean? A book? Why, this is my handwriting. I've been trapped within this forest for decades now. Trapped within the past. My face is filled with wrinkles. My heart darkened with regrets. My life was stolen from me. Something trying to... My goodness. This is all so hard to wrap my head around. Yes, I agree. You've gone above and beyond protecting me during this expedition. Though the details seem a bit complicated, to think I would have been trapped here, I'd say our contract is concluded. Thank you for all you've done. I suppose I did succeed in this expedition. The notes you've given me are written by my hand after all. Though, of course, that me won't exist now since you've stopped me and I'm going to stop now. Before my head hurts. I'm sure these notes will give me more details. The best thing to do now is share our findings with the Mages Guild. Let them know how dangerous this forest truly is. As for me, I'll join back up with Tellinger. You know, it may be silly, but I suppose I came here to step out of his shadow. If I could be the one to crack Eben Stadmont, well, perhaps that would be enough. And then I was trapped in the past to serve a mysterious being. Oh, I would have been. Tellinger is the one who makes brash decisions and puts us all in danger, and I'm the one who helps fix it. Yet as soon as I lead, I find myself in the same position as him. For now, I'd rather clean up his messes rather than make my own. It is a lovely view, once you put aside all the strangeness.
Yeah!
I finally decide to pursue true art, to move beyond painting backdrops for someone else's stage. And what models do I find? Polished, unblemished, all round boringly beautiful. I need someone who will give my work meaning, a depth of morality. As a matter of fact, I do. I've heard rumors of a Hulkind in the forest outside Relenthiel, a perfect subject for my work. I'd like you to serve as my proxy and arrange a meeting between us. The sinkhole nearby should serve my purpose. High elves who were cast out from their families as children. A horrible fate in our society. Summerset may appear as perfect as a pastoral painting, but darkness lies backstage. I want to face our taboos without blinking. Will you help me? Thank you for accepting my offer. I'd travel to the Hulkind myself, but the wilderness is no place for an artist. Besides, they may be more willing to talk to a newcomer such as yourself. The Hulkind are well known for being distrustful.
down, Kerr. I've got it covered. Would you care to explain why you're tracking me? An artist, you say? Intriguing. I'd accept, but I'm currently occupied with a rather tricky contract. Unless you wish to perform the task for me, I'm afraid this tableau is out of luck. If you think you're up to the task... This forest is a protectorate of the Sapiarchs. The noble contracted me to poach one of the Indrics and bring him her heart. He wishes to serve it at a feast. Petty defiance is a mask of prestige, you see. We have a deal. You'll collect the heart and I'll meet with Tableau. Kerr will lead you straight to the Indrik. I've already given her the scent, so it's as simple as following behind. And then killing the beast, of course.
You finally arrived! And with quite a strong stench.
Well, this isn't quite what I expected. Your friend is a curious individual. Scribbled constantly as we talked. I had no idea she wished for me to be a model. Well, no matter. Have you the heart? Good. It seems you're as competent a companion as Kerr. I realize our business is concluded, but a complication has arisen which would benefit from your continued assistance. Tableau is quite insistent on finishing her sketch, but it may take a few hours. I'd hate to leave her indisposed after all the trouble she went through to find me. I must request you deliver the heart for me. The inn within the Landrill. The contact's name is Voltarian. Best to deliver the heart before it starts to rot. Wouldn't want to ruin his little feast. You may keep my payment as compensation. A fair trade, after all your work. Lilandril is just to the west. You shouldn't have any trouble.
Manakar? Didn't I tell you to remain seated? I'm only halfway through this sketch.
Well, yes. My apologies.
Who in Oblivion are you? I left explicit instructions with the manager of this establishment that I was not to be disturbed under any circumstances. Let's keep our voice down, shall we? So, the Hulkind disappoints once again. How utterly expected. As the one who delivered my parcel, I suspect you'll want the reward. Have it, and be off with you. I'm astonished the Hulkind refused to complete this task himself. I'm sure honest work isn't easy to come by for one of his status.
Merchant or queen, the griffin protects us.
Stay out of trouble.
You there. You're new to Elenthiel, aren't you? You certainly look like an outsider. I regret the necessity, but I must beg your aid. My brother is about to make a terrible mistake and join an appalling organization. Worse, an acting troupe. The House of Reveries may be famous across Somerset, but my brother is one of the most gifted academics of our generation. For him to waste his talents performing for rich nobles is just irresponsible. I fear he's already signed up, and that's why I require you as an ally. I'll need you to infiltrate the acting troupe. Laredale, my brother, knows my face, but he does not know yours. You must find him for me so I can talk him out of this. Auriel himself would smile on your kindness. Now, we haven't a moment to waste. The House of Reveries is hosting auditions this very moment. You must present yourself to Alchemy, the audition master, and impress her with your performance. Well, they don't take just anyone. Only the most talented performers even get an audition, but don't worry, I've already devised a solution. I've enchanted a set of knives that will allow you to juggle with perfect rhythm. They would impress anyone. Auriel him. Oh, it's quite simple, really. Toss one in the air and relax your mind. Your hands will do the rest. I've used them a number of times and never cut myself, and I'm about as coordinated as a drunken mud crab. I'm certain you'll impress a sponsor.
You can do this, Ashala. You can.
Well, I think that's quite
my
enough.
stomach.
Next. Well done. Come, talk. No more auditions for today.
Oh, curses!
Of all the rotten luck.
My, you certainly do have a talent for juggling. One might almost say your hands work like magic. Tell me, why do you wish to join the House of Reveries? A wonderful answer, but it's not very creative, is it? I'd work on that. You'll want something more dramatic if you wish to impress the Grand Maestro. Still, I'd be happy to sponsor you for house membership, if you complete my challenge, of course. When we join the troupe, we abandon our old selves and take an identity reflected in our masks. What unique item suits you, I wonder? A griffin feather? Yes, that would be lovely. Go collect a feather and meet me in front of the Manor of Masks.
work never ends.
You've returned intact. How wonderful. I was worried the griffin might have been a bit too much, but I see you're not one to be easily deterred. Good. Tell me, how did you acquire your most lovely feather? A heroic tale, but a bit dull. You might want to spice it up a bit. Where's the action? Where's the drama? Well, stories aside, you have executed my task most diligently. With this lovely feather, your mask is complete. Now's the time to don your mask and play the game of boasts. Talk with the other 3 hopefuls, perform together, and then ask each other one question. Your answers must be tales that can wow the crowd, a chance to bond and perfect your act. You'll find the other potentials inside our quarters, the Manor of Masks. We have a talented crop this week, but I'm certain you'll fit right in. Don't forget to wear your mask. We can't force you, of course, but why not get used to it?
I heard your audition was a success. Of course, I knew my daggers would impress. Now, you need to mingle with the other potentials and figure out which one is Laredale. No easy task, given this troop's traditions. As twins, we share a striking resemblance, but all hopefuls wear a mask. Still, I have a suggestion. We were attacked by a griffin when we were little. Laredale pushed me aside to save me and took a wound to his chest. He still has the scar. None come to mind. Say, why don't you take my journal? I've kept numerous notes on my interactions with Laredale, leading up to when he decided to leave for Relenthiel. Perhaps something in there will offer the clues you seek.
I heard what you did at the Guard, Traveler. Oriel, keep you safe.
No mask? Really? Or is that just amazingly lifelike? No matter, to each his own. You're here to play the game of boasts, aren't you? First, we must perform together. Alchemy didn't explain it. Well, I'm happy to share. First, we must perform as a team so we can learn each other's strengths and weaknesses. Should we both be lucky enough to join the troupe, we'll already know how to put on a performance. Well, let's start simple, shall we? I'll do what I do, and you'll do what you do. Join me, and we'll see what we can do together. After that comes the fun part, the boast. That was impressive. You've got quite the talent for juggling. Never could I do that myself. Tried it once and nearly sliced off a finger. Now to the questions. I'll start. Tell me, my deft-fingered friend, where did you grow up? Hide and seek in Cold Harbor, eh? That sounds terrifying. But I love the idea of Molog Ball having a nephew. Maybe he's not so bad. Just consumes the occasional tortured soul between fishing trips. All right, your turn. Ask me anything. Oh, yes! All 6 of them! I grew up with a pack of wolves, you see. Lost my parents to a griffin attack when I was 2. but Mama took me in and taught me to hunt and fetch sticks. We still get together and hunt deer every other week. Hold on, that's 2 questions, isn't it? You only get 1. But here's a truth to match my boast. The House of Reveries is amazing! Performing every day, learning new tricks. Why, I used to have to sneak away every time I wanted to practice. Oh, you know how family is. If your ancestors weren't fire breathers, why would you want to be? Well, I wish you the best in your audition for the Grand Maestro. Here's hoping we both get in. Honestly, nothing would please me more.
Well, hello there. Good to see another hopeful join us. Would you like to help me with my performance? I always get a bit drunk before a performance. Helps loosen up the muscles. You know, swallowing a sword isn't as easy as it looks. There's always the danger it might cut you. A good brew helps my performance and helps me relax. I don't need a juggler. I need an announcer. Someone to sell my act. One thing about swallowing a sword, you can't talk when you do it, which means no one knows how amazing I am. So how about it? Build me up during my act. Just stand at that podium like we're up on stage. Then use your best announcer voice and talk me up to the crowd. Tell them there's no one half so clever as clever, and that they've never seen anyone like me. You've got a great voice. I almost worry you might have oversold me. Now, to the game. Maybe it's the alcohol talking, but you're a fine-looking one, aren't you? Got someone special waiting at home? Tell me, I'm curious. Oh, Meridia, she's always been my favorite, let me tell you. Make sure to tell her I told you that, eh? Put me on her good side for once. Now then, what's your question? What would you like to know about Clever? Do I? What? Well, that's just rude, isn't it? What, I'm not enough of a mer for you? I'll have you know I'm more than enough for anyone. I'm teasing, silly. I know what you meant, but no, I have no siblings. The troop shall be my family. Very much so. Why, the first day I was here, Loxon gave me one of her very own dresses. Said it was a shame I didn't have anything decent to wear. I near cried. It was so beautiful. Everyone here is just so kind. Same to you. Gorgeous. Oh, I just can't wait until we're all accepted. I heard the ceremony afterward is spectacular. Lots of food, lots of drink. You get to try on all sorts of perfumes and fine clothes. Oh, what an amazing night it shall be.
Where is your mask, hopeful? If you wish to join the House of Reveries, you must first respect it. You have come to play the game of boasts, no doubt. Very well, we will perform together. Even the most captivating of dances cannot entice an audience without the rhythm of a drum. The soothing sound of drum beats is primal, a reminder of our deepest selves. Yet I cannot drum and dance at the same time, so why not collaborate? Take this drum. 3 rhythm sections lie before you, fast, medium, and slow. I will move through the dances, I know, and you will match my speed on the drum. Match my speed, and we shall impress. Drum too fast or too slow, and we start over. Let's begin! we transition? No, no, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! And we transition? No, no, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! And we transition? No, no, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! And we transition? No, no, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! And we transition? No, no, that won't do. Let us begin. And we transition? No, no, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! And we transition? And again! Keep time! No, no, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! No, no, that won't do. Let us begin again. Observe my movements and match my speed. Let's begin! My movements and match my speed. Let's begin! And we transition? And again, keep time! Our performance aligns! Impressive! Come, speed. Your rhythm could use refinement, but I salute your determination. May the best performer join the House of Reveries and become a great name! And now to my question. Who trained you? I have heard many tales of this Red Guard High King, yet talk of his hobbies, I'll admit, come few and far between. Very amusing, friend. Now to your question. What would you ask of the best dancer on Summerset? Aye, 2 siblings, though only one is a sister. Joan and Jode are my twins, and on the nights when the shadow covers the moon, we dance together in the sky above. The thunder you hear on a stormy night, that's us, dancing across the clouds. You think so? I've been practicing my acting skills as well, you know. One never knows what performance he'll have to do next. These days are a far cry from what I was doing. I still have burns from failed fire spells, you know. I'd rather not speak of it. The stage is where I belong, and where I...
I know who you seek, Hopeful, but you will not find fair Renide here.
She has departed for the moment, which means we can speak freely of your quest to find her brother Laredale. You wish to stop him from joining the House of Reveries. I'm well aware of what she believes. I wonder, though, if either of you have ever considered what Laredale wants. Do you truly wish to force Laredale onto a path he does not wish to walk? Do you believe that best serves the Sapiarchs? Well, then I'm confused. If you believe this, why help her track down her brother? Laredale has made his wishes clear, why not respect them? I know Renaid loves her brother and believes she knows what is best, but his course is not hers to guide. Only if he wishes to speak to her. Right now he does not. Yet I'll admit to a moment of professional curiosity. You have played the game of boasts with the other hopefuls. Which of them do you believe is Laredale? Is he Firebird in disguise? Interesting. You know, of course, I cannot divulge the name of any member of the House of Reveries, hopeful or no. To reveal their identity is grounds for expulsion. Laredale chose his own path. You must ask Renaid to abandon her search. Then tell her this truth, as it was told to me. Laredale has always envied her talent with magic. That envy is why he left, and why he wishes never to see her again. The truth is harsh, but it is my hope it will free Renaid to follow her dreams. Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, the Grand Maestro is gathering our hopefuls in the amphitheater for their final audition. I would prefer you not attend. We have played our game, but there is no place here for a juggler using magic daggers.
Oh, hello. Sorry for wandering away. I've been so worried about finding my brother, I thought I'd take a moment to just breathe. I always find the sea so calming. How goes your search? Were you able to discover which of the hopefuls is Laredale? Oh, drat. I was hoping she wouldn't discover you. She's a mage, you know. We recognize our own, and magic comes off her in waves powerful enough that even a blind novice would notice. Well, what did she say? But that's ridiculous! Laredale and I, we've always been together. The only time we were apart were the 3 minutes between when I was born and he was. No, that's ludicrous. Laredale never envied me. He was better than me. Alchemy is lying to you. Absolutely not. Can you imagine one of the top mages of our generation doing parlor tricks for wine-gobbling nobles? It would be a crime against Summerset. No, we must bring him to his senses. Tell me, what name has he taken here? Thank you, I suppose. It's now clear Laredale has lost his way. He has truly lost himself in this fantasy of becoming a thespian. No matter. We shall solve this at the final audition. Once I reveal Laredale with magic, he'll have to leave with me.
I seem to recall asking you not to come. I'm sorry, but I can't allow you to take the stage. I'll publicly withdraw my sponsorship if I have to. However, is everything with Renaid all right? Did you come here to tell me something? Thank you. Since you're here, why not sit down and enjoy the show? I know you only meant well, and it was kind of you to help Renaid, even if her intentions were misguided. I always hope that all my hopefuls succeed, but we'll see.
May the audition begin. Mage! You dare unmask our hopefuls? Simply unforgivable. You are henceforth banished from Relenthir. Return and your freedom shall be forfeit.
But I was certain Laredale was here.
Leave our sacred stage at once, before I have you wrapped in chains!
Oh, Renai, how could you? Has she left? Has Renai departed for Lilandro? Did I do the right thing? Was it right to lie to her about who I was? What if she never forgives me? I suppose there's no denying that now. Though I'd ask you, please, don't share it with the others. When I joined the House of Reveries over a year ago, I gave up being Laredale. I am alchemy, but my sister... well, she had other plans for me. We're twins. We've always been together. But while she loves studying and solitude, I hate it. I love crowds and people and noise. To join the stuffy sapiarchs, there's no greater punishment. Yet Renai craves it. How could I take her dream away? She needs us together. If I refuse to join the Sapiarchs and tell her I want to stay here, she'll give up her dream. She'll sacrifice her happiness for mine and be miserable. I can't do that to her. I'm lost. What should I do? Should I tell her? Will she? I'm terrified she won't, but you're right. Allowing her to think I envy her magic, that I don't want to be with her... that's far worse. Please, keep her from leaving. I'll join you after I collect myself.
You. I want to blame you for this, but... you were right. I was foolish. I never meant for anyone to get hurt. All those poor performers. Did I really destroy their chance to join the House of Reveries? I hope not. I hope they can still join. Why now, after everything? Fine. I'll listen, if only to give her a piece of my mind for keeping my brother from me. If Laredale is truly set upon joining the House of Reveries, he should have told me instead of running away. I deserve a goodbye. I don't understand any of this, but I do know you involved yourself in a matter that you had no need to. And I suppose you were trying to help. That deserves some recompense. Take this for your efforts. I won't trouble you again.
Renai, wait. We must speak.
If you wish to speak on Laredale's behalf, speak. I have no time for games.
I must apologize, Renai. I wasn't honest with you. Laredale never envied your ability with magic. He feared you wouldn't join the Sapiarchs if he insisted on remaining here.
How can I believe a word you say? If Laredale truly believed that, he would speak to me himself.
I am speaking with you, Rinny.
Laredale? But how?
I've been a member for over a year now. And I should never have lied to you. I feared... Well, what I feared doesn't matter anymore. I'm going to tell you the truth. All of it.
You had best do so at once, little brother. Little sister. If this is truly what you wanted, why not just tell me? All I want is for you to be happy.
Then perhaps we can both be happy now, even if we must be apart.
But first, let us sit by the sea.
I feel like there's much for us to talk about.
I must talk with my sister, but feel free to visit me in the Manor of Masks. I'd love to have a chat any time.
You would challenge me to a duel? How droll. But then how can we have a proper contest? You don't even know the ultimate code. You would challenge me to a duel. How droll. But then how can we have a proper contest? You don't even know the ultimate code of dueling, do you?
I understand we've you to thank for uncovering the spying woodman.
It's tempting to jest about this simple pest that's until
You will challenge me to a duel. How true.
Through his mercy and his might, he stopped the Thracian plague. He knew war was the only way to stop the plague at hand. So he called for aid all throughout the land. Oh, Sirabane, oh, Sirabane, ye myrrh of godly faith. Oh, Sirabane, oh, Sirabane, the youngest of the age. Man and myrrh took up the call. They knew they could not fail. Together they combined the all-flagged navy sailed with Bendu-Olo at his side, slinging sword and spell. He beat back the tide, the coral kingdom fell.
The Office of Divine Prosecution seeks deputies with moral aptitude.
Polished amber, hair swept like a comet's tail, soul alight with love and joy under pregnant golden sails. My star-eyed bride of Alinor, lost in storm and spray. My star-eyed bride of Alinor, the cruel fate took away. White swan feathers fluttered from her ivory bridal gown. An unsung vow slipped from her lips, eager to be found. My star-eyed bride of Alinor, gone beneath the waves.
You will challenge me to a duel. How droll.
Star-eyed bride of Alinor, drowning bride.
Well, look what the sea washed ashore.